Thoughts on this evening? What a cruel way to lose a semi-final.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a strange few weeks, really. I think all the lads have probably felt it, like with the season, the league season being over, and obviously we've still been training. And a couple of the lads commented that it felt a little bit like pre-season, even though we're not doing kind of pre-season type activities. But it's been strange, I think, having the game when it was. And then I think you could see probably for the first 15, 20 minutes, I think both sides were very rusty, weren't they? And it was just sort of both teams were competing for things. And we said at our time it was always going to be down to fine margins. It certainly wasn't it? Obviously, I think it looks like an own goal from what I've seen.
Yeah, that's what we said. It was an own goal.
Yeah, an own goal. So yeah, cruel way to lose. I probably want to focus more on the season. The season's been brilliant, hasn't it? What an effort it's been. And to be honest, losing is very, very disappointing. And obviously, we wanted to get to the final badly. But actually, this probably gives us some time away and time to refresh. Whereas I think if we were in the final, we wouldn't have that time to refresh.
It'd be another 4 weeks, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So I came into tonight kind of with really mixed emotions and thinking, obviously, we wanted to win and we desperately wanted to get into the final. But actually, the silver lining at this point is actually that we're going to get a rest, because I think we're going to come back for pre-season sort of mid to late June, and actually we probably only, I think we worked out anyway, about 2.5 weeks off if we'd got to the final. So actually it does give us a bit more time off, time to refresh, and obviously take nothing away from Dudley. Fair play to them for getting over the line and getting past us there and getting the result, and wish them all the best in the final.
It's a hell of a season now. I think when we talked about it at the start of the season, I think it's probably exceeded all of our expectations. I mean, it was so close, so near. Losing that playoff semi-final against Shifnal, which could easily have gone our way. But to achieve what you've done with the resources that we have is just something very, very special.
Yeah, I agree. A truly magnificent season, and I literally didn't really touch on the game in there with the players just then. I just said I truthfully hope that everybody sticks around, and I thanked them all for the season. I said they've been brilliant. The effort that they put in Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for lads who have not been paid anything is truly magnificent. And I said to them, they're fortunate to play in such a special group and a special group of lads, and I really hope that they're all back here next year, because we can go again. And I think the lads have showed that we can compete in this league, and we can compete towards the top of this league, and with a bit more kind of streetwise and know-how, and hopefully a bit of better luck with injuries, and maybe that's for me to manage it a little bit better and take people off and give people rest when they need it. But ultimately, you want to put your strongest 11 out all the time, and I think we were guilty of maybe a little bit too many injuries, which probably thwarted us a little bit this season. So yeah, it's been magnificent, and I'm proud of every single one of the lads and all the staff, everybody who works at Brocton. I think it's been brilliant, and I just hope that we can emulate that again next season.
But from a club as well, seeing the success the under-21s have had, the under-18s, I know that the Douglases are very disappointed with how that's finished. But again, they've got to another cup final, and the 21s in their first season, some great players coming through there. The future's really bright for the club at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree completely. The youth system and having that kind of pathway was something I always really wanted, and actually had been in place. It's excellent, and the way they supply players for the first team is brilliant. So I hope that continues. I'm thankful that kind of Ben and Ryan are staying in place next year. Again, the trials obviously next week for the under-18s, and obviously that'll feed into Martin's team as well, which is great. And everything seems to be sticking in place. So it's just about us keeping hold of the players now. And obviously kicking on again next year and seeing if we can recruit a couple to add to us.
Well, time to have a good rest, well deserved.
Yeah.
And let's see how we go again next season. Cheers, guys.
Thank you, mate.